Daddy Mohbad actually spoke at Brekete for a very long time, and Brekete himself took phone calls from various people. The truth is this, that Brekete tried reaching out to some persons, and it wasn't fruitful. But the truth is this: he equally reiterated, saying that he's going to foot the bill for justice for Mohbad, and because a lot of persons were trying to call him to ask him if they can still contribute to justice for Mohbad's pause. He said he's not involved in that and all that bits, but the truth is this: Daddy Mohbad still needs the GoFundMe for the legal team. Okay, that Brekete is taking charge of the autopsy and toxicology doesn't mean that he won't need money for the legal team and for other things. At least he's going to sue a lot of persons. He has even started. He has already started anyway. And the truth is this: I want to let you guys know that the case of justice for Mohbad, Brekete made us understand that the case have been taken to the force headquarters. That is in Abuja. Yeah, that's what he said. It's been taken to the force headquarters. So where they carry the matter go now, not be where they take bribe, not be where they take when they use money the raw person hand. Force headquarter, now they take the matter go right now. Brekete has done that, and he made us aware of the fact that the case of Mohbad has been taken to the force headquarters. Okay, and the truth is this: we equally got a story circulating around that Mohbad's house is about to be sold, or it has been sold. We saw a video of somebody narrating, telling us this is Mohbad's room, this is his parlor, and this is somewhere, this is this and that the property has been sold, or if the property is going to be sold. I really don't understand. The same property Wunmi said they rented, how come is meant to be sold? If it's meant to be sold and it's not Mohbad's property, why would they give some individuals access to the house? The owner of the house would have just locked, after dispatching or telling Wunmi to leave the house and telling them to go off the house. He will lock his door, or she will lock her door and leave. Isn't it? How come people that knows Mohbad, nobody actually knows the person that was doing the recording, how come some persons still have access to the property if the house does not belong to Mohbad? Do you guys understand what I'm saying? If I get house, I rent them out to people. If I say that the people park out, immediately they park out, I lock my door. Okay? So if the house not be Mohbad own, the people wey can't get access to enter the house, how come they can't defeat the record? Which right they take get to come the record when it not be Mohbad house? The owner of the house will not give them such right to do that recording. Does that make sense to anybody? My own house, my own property, somebody else will come enter when they do recording. It doesn't make sense to me. So from everything going on now, there is something fishing. It don't say when mommy Mohbad pack load. They say Wunmi call mommy Mohbad, they come carry Mohbad property from the house. She has actually gone there to pack those things. Now still see Mohbad frame put there. Are they in a hurry to quickly sell most property? Owing to the fact that she has to equally be fast. She needs to be very fast to make sure she is able to get certain things, even if they realize that at the end of the day Liam is not his own child. So at least she will have things that she's actually collecting for herself. Because I want to believe right now for a father that house belongs to Mohbad. Because we equally saw when Karimu did an interview with Daddy Freeze. She said, I quote what she said. She said, aside of the house in Lekki, it was her mother who advised Mohbad to be buying properties, to be buying stuff. That was what Karimu said. Nobody dey where Karimu dey. Karimu still dey a US. Abi, now only God know where he dey when they make that phone call. Whether he don't already dey Nigeria, he just pretended as if say he still dey he still dey US. Now only Baba God know. But that was what she said. She equally said it was that same period that she was actually begging Daddy Mohbad, that she made a phone call to Daddy Mohbad, begging him not to bury Mohbad, and Daddy Mohbad paid deaf ears to her. At the end of the day, as God will have it, Karimu does not even have Daddy Mohbad's number. Karimu has never ever reached out to Daddy Mohbad, and Daddy Mohbad does not even have her number. They have not seen before. They have never spoken before. This goes to show that the family of W, they have lying in the as part of their DNA. Just imagine Karimu, who has never seen Daddy Mohbad. She does not know how Daddy Mohbad looks like. She has never heard his voice on the phone before. And the truth is, she went on Daddy Freeze's platform to say, I called him. I begged him. I was begging him for them not to bury him. I begged him. Just imagine the kind of clothes they wore Mohbad. When I was in Nigeria, they were selling that cloth 250 naira per yard. A celebrity at that. Karimu was talking and she was almost shedding tears. A woman that could act drama in the eyes of everyone. And in her life, she was lying, and she was so strong in her lies. Everybody believed her. I equally believed her. And everybody was saying, how could Daddy Mohbad behave like this? Just imagine, Wumi's elder sister was calling you, begging you not to bury your son, and you refused. Whereas she never got in touch with Daddy Mohbad. She has A1 in line. The same thing with the Black Widow. They know how to lie, and you will see them lying, and it will look as if they are telling you the truth. After lying on Daddy Mohbad, and the world now believe you, that the story that Karimu told Daddy Freeze, a lot of persons bought into that ideas. A lot of persons believed what she said, and they are using that particular statement to judge Daddy Mohbad. They are using the statement made by her to treat Daddy Mohbad the way they are doing to him now, to see him like a father that is wicked, a father that is only interested in the property of his son, a father that went to bury his son just because he wants to inherit the son's property, not knowing that Karimu lied on Daddy Mohbad. And at the end of the day, what happened? She came out and was apologizing that she is sorry. She is sorry. She has not come out openly to do a public apology. You are sorry when you have done so much harm. You are sorry when you almost cost the man his life. You messed up his life. You said so many awful things about him. And a lot of persons, they believed you. They never knew you were there to just defame him, spoil his name. Why? When you knew for a fact that you were lying. Do you know how many millions of persons that were watching, thousands of people that were watching Daddy Freeze that day, because that was the peak at the point where Mohbad passed on. People want to hear things. They want to, you know how many millions that view don't get? You know how many millions the view don't get? People wanted to hear information. They want to hear what happened to Mohbad. They were provoked. They wanted to find out what the real truth is. And you came all of a sudden, and you came with your lies, and we all bought into it, not knowing that you were doing all those things to shade your own sister. To shade your own sister, when you knew for a fact your sister knows exactly what happened to Mohbad. And that is what we have been asking since the demise of Mohbad. It's 10 months now. We've still not gotten it. The only thing she could say is that she knows those who have a hand in the buying of Mohbad, but she cannot name them. The industry people have a hand in it. We've been asking you, name them. What are their names? Name them. You mentioned, that was what you said. We expected the authority to knock on your door and ask you questions. Who are those? Name them. We are going to give you protection. At the end of the day, the police, none of them came out to ask her any questions. But they have the infantry, the right to arrest those who are agitating for justice for Mohbad, the likes of Yinka and the rest of them. So it is shameful that we are seeing Mohbad's house being sold. And who are those people narrating the story for us that the house is going to be sold? We didn't see their faces, but we could see Mohbad's picture. What actually happened today, the video we saw today, makes me to understand that that house actually belongs to Mohbad. If not, the owner of the house will not allow them to be using his or her house to be chasing cloud. Not at all. No, not at all. Is Oboyi trying to do the little she can before everything comes to the open? If it is true that the house has been sold or is about to be sold out, who is negotiating? Who is the person doing the business? Who is the person selling the property out? We want to know. That was why I was trying to reach out to Daddy Mohbad, and he said he was very busy. I should call him within an hour time, which I tried doing. I think the phone is not even going any longer. I really don't understand. And I equally tried reaching Mr. Muyiwa. I think he's at work, and the line was going when he wasn't picking his call. I think he's at work. But the truth is this: who gave them the audacity, the right, the power to sell Mohbad's house on sale? I really don't get it. Let's come to talk about the issue of the role that Adura and Darosha played in Mohbad's demise. I know a lot of persons will be praying that they pray never to have a brother like Adura and an uncle or a relative like Darosha. It's a good prayer. That's the prayer point for everyone. My TikTokers, please, can you tap on the screen for me, please? Facebook family, share this video, please. The truth is this: I sat, in short, I was home all through today. I didn't do a lot of video. I've been thinking and thinking. I really cannot comprehend the reason why Adura could not actually say what happened to his own brother. I don't understand why he feels that it is not his responsibility to actually say what happened to his brother. This his brother that we are talking about, Mohbad, was the one who prevented him from being kpai long ago, when he was doing pickpocket, when they steal small things. It was what's her name, Mama Prime Boy, that prevented people from lynching him when they almost carried tire put for a neck. Una know how they do for Lagos now. They are not value human being. They almost carry tire put for a neck because he's still waiting back. Mama Prime Boy reached out to Mohbad and the father. You see your pikin, they be one fire today, and waiting he won't take. Now when they want even carry tire put for a neck, go just fire because of ordinary waiting he take. Now so Mohbad do feel say he not go there alive, make the buy him brother for his eye. He carry this Adura go in house, make he go to stay with him. Go reach the pants boxers where Adura they wear. Now him brother they buy am for him. Now him brother they feed him. And still something happened to your own blood brother. Not be distant relative, the same mama, the same papa, the same belly. When they take born you, now they still take born your brother where it buy so you not take them upon yourself, say it compulsory for you to tell your papa exactly what happened to your own brother. So which kind of life be this? So human being, they just can't value money past everything. Is life all about money and wealth? Is life all about what you can gain to the detriment of your own relative, your blood? How can human being be this evil and wicked? Adura. So everything when Mohbad do for you, all of a sudden you don't forget. But the only thing when you want to keep in memories now for you to enter studio to the sing. How many of you won't buy the music? You and the gang of Black Widow. And who even now? So one of the musical artists come and say inside you. Who be the person? Is it Olamide? Who was the person that say inside Adura? Mohbad just to finish. He just surround himself with family when be enemies. It would have been better say may just be saying friends just pull hand for the kind of Mohbad than say his own blood relative now he pull hand for the matter. Darosha and Adura, they saw everything that happened. They knew of everything that happened. They saw everything. Every. And Darosha has now put himself in a mess. Because this were the information they were trying to hide. Darosha will be painted the narrative as in Darosha was never in the picture. She was the one that called Darosha, and it took Darosha, was it 20 minutes or 15 minutes to come from wherever he was to come and meet them at where at the hospital, not knowing that they will use their hand to embarrass and disgrace themselves. Why reading the city coroner inquest, what they all wrote as their evidence, what led to Mohbad's how it all happened? They forgot that was it not the DJ that made mention of the fact, if it's not the DJ, for somebody else that made mention of the fact that it was Darosha that drove Mohbad's car to the next hospital. Darosha drove. Wunmi and the nurse were sitting at the front of the car. And it was Mohbad's car. This was the same car they told us it wasn't working, because Wunmi said they drove in their neighbor's car to the hospital. Engineer Chinaka. It was even the engineer Chinaka, while they were driving, he now threw his hand behind the car and touched Mohbad's hand and said, Mohbad's hand is cold. Then they were now so much in a hurry because of the traffic. They came down from the car. They boarded a bike. I think somebody went on the bike with a Mohbad. Is it the DJ went on the bike with Mohbad? Then she herself took another bike. They all went to the hospital together. At the end of the day, another ashiri, he come to another exposure galore. Iyabo Ojo came back 2 days ago or 3 days ago to tell the world that Mohbad died in the house. Mohbad died at home, in his room. Whereas Black Widow told the world they were on their way to the hospital. Initially, they wanted to confuse the general public. They made us to understand through gist lover that it was the injection given to Mohbad at the hospital, given by the nurse that bite him. Then we were all screaming, yelling. Wetin make they give person injection, he can't go by, and they told us that he had ear infection. We were all screaming. We will never seen a situation where somebody will have ear infection, they will not give somebody injection. How did that happen? Everybody was screaming. Before you know it, they changed another narrative. Black Widow was giving us different narrative as to what led to the dying of Mohbad. Right now, up to this moment, we have been asking, the father has been asking, what happened to my son? How did he pass on? There is no answer. There is no answer. We equally got information again after the autopsy have been done on Mohbad. When Yinka was arrested, after they've gone for the protest in Abuja, they told Yinka never to come out to agitate for justice for Mohbad any longer. Make he enter house. That's what they told her. Say, make he enter house. And at the same time, Yinka said, what they told him was that it was drugs that killed Mohbad. It was Oba Egusi that told her. So she came out and told everybody that this is what the king said, that it was drugs that killed Mohbad. We don't know for a fact if that's what killed Mohbad. How did he now know that this is what killed Mohbad? Is it not surprising to you guys? He knows exactly what happened to Mohbad, how he passed on. The same man that Mohbad wrote petition against, that he usually sends people to bully him, to beat him, to just do anyhow to him, and that he is scared of his life. And those people that he has been sending to him said one day will come, they will buy him. That is what Mohbad said. At the end of the day, we are still trying to find out what happened to Mohbad. We have not been able to trace it. The only person that knows exactly what happened to Mohbad, that will tell us the truth, is W. She knows exactly. She was the one that equally told us that Mohbad came down from upstairs. They live in a duplex. Came down to play with his staff. We want to know the staff that Mohbad was playing with. Those staff that Mohbad was playing with, they need to name them. I want to know who those staffs are. You know, what is the truth is this: they have actually nailed themselves with so many lies. Nothing is collaborating, not at all. Everything is in different facets, different faces. I really don't understand. The minute they want to try and cover up their lies, at the end of the day, they are exposing themselves the more. If they want to cover up their lies, they end up telling more lies. Papa Mohbad, the only reason why he stay here, why he still wants to find out what happens to his son, is because of every one of you. It's because of the public. Because you people stood by him. The support from the public. That's what got him going. Because ordinarily, if he was to do it alone, if or not he go nowhere, if or not he do nothing, but God Almighty, who sits on the throne, will see to the end of the